Hey guys, what's up? Claire Pelletreau here. If you don't know me already, I am a Facebook ad consultant and teacher. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up Instagram story ads. Why? Because I've been getting a lot of success for my clients using Instagram story ads. There's one main reason why they're working better than like regular Instagram ads or ads on mobile or desktop, and that is lower CPMs. For now, for the time being, and this definitely will change, Instagram story ads are what Instagram ads were, I don't know, a year ago or so, where it just cost you less to show your ads there. So the results were lower. I was getting maybe like $3 webinar leads for a client, which was higher than I had been seeing. And, costs on Facebook are just constantly rising. So I wasn't totally surprised. But when I turned around and set up a bunch of Instagram story ads using the same targeting as we usually do, I started seeing those costs come way down, like prices I hadn't seen in a long time, less than dollar leads to cold traffic. And that isn't always the case. Right now, I've got a campaign going for her where some of the Instagram story ads are doing a lot better than others. It's not every single ad I run on Instagram stories is, a home run, but it's definitely something I test now for my own campaigns and for my clients. So I highly recommend, if you have ads going for clients that are doing well on mobile or desktop, try them on stories as well. If you have things that aren't going so well and your client definitely has a brand that is like Instagram friendly, maybe in the personal development space or the exercise or the beauty, something like that, they're probably going to do really well. B2B, I've seen work sometimes and not so much. You have to think about the mindset that people are in when they're on Instagram. For example, my own ads do not do very well on Instagram. Why? Because people are not trying to learn about Facebook ads while they're scrolling through that feed or watching their friends' stories. So just something to keep in mind. This is something you always test. All right, so here's how it's done. You might take a campaign you already have running, or you could create a new campaign. But for example, I might want to try retargeting where I already have one ad set that's going to desktop and mobile, I believe. So I always create separate ad sets for stories. Why? Because the creative has to be slightly different. Yes, you can run an ad that you run on mobile also on stories, but I've actually seen some ads show up really weird because people didn't realize that the copy is getting cut off or the image doesn't look so good. So I always put stories in their own ad sets. All right, so I'm going to go to create. I'm just going to call this interest spreadsheet IG stories. Now, everything here at the ad set level is going to be exactly the same as you normally would set up an ad. So I'm really going to skip this. You set your audience, etc. The change is in placements. So you're going to come to edit placements, get rid of everything but stories. So you get rid of Instagram feed, audience network, messenger, etc. Okay? Then you come over to the ad level and you go to create, and they're going to ask you all this, and you say create new ad. And I'm just going to start with video. All right, so you're going to need to set your Facebook page, even though they're not going to run on Facebook, and your Instagram account. So you go with create ad, and I'm actually going to do this first with a quote unquote carousel, because this is how you can actually get multiple videos in Instagram stories by choosing the carousel option. So we're actually not going to include any text, and they're going to ask me about the cards. Now I'm going to choose video and then select video. I've already uploaded my videos, so I'm going to do the very first one. And no headline or description because that wouldn't be shown on these. And the destination URL, well, it just depends on where I'm sending them. So in this case, I'll just do that. Then you do the same thing with number 2. Select video. And what I have done, and you'll see these in a second, is I created these inside the Instagram Stories app, and I downloaded them to my phone, and then I texted them to my computer, or you could email them to yourself. Okay, it's telling me I have a story media aspect ratio. What? All right, let's just do this anyway and see what happens. So you can use stickers, you can use filters, you can use different effects, the same way you would here. Okay, so basically here what I'm saying in this video, what you can't hear, is I really like story ads. Here are 3 reasons why. In the second video, I start talking about the reasons. I think I get 2 reasons in here in the 15 seconds. And then in the third one, I finish up with the third reason. Now, if this were to actually promote an opt-in or a product or something, then there would need to be a call to action, something like swipe up to learn more, or if you want to get a cheat sheet on creating Instagram ads, yada, yada, just swipe up and sign up for free. And then you would send people to whatever your regular URL is. So that is the Instagram story ad using the 3 videos, but you don't have to do that. Actually, I have never run one of these ads myself. Typically we do 1 video. It's just a webinar invite, or here's how you can learn more about X, Y, and Z, but the concept is the same. So maybe, I choose this one I think has a call to action in it. Or what does it say? Oh, this was for this was a sales ad when I was enrolling for my program, the Ad Consultant Incubator. I just made the whole thing in 15 seconds, like, hey guys, deadline is coming, swipe up. And you can change this, learn more, to sign up or watch more if you're sending them to a video, etc. Okay? So I love these because they're pretty simple. Usually you can have your client, or you do it yourself, just make a quick video. Of course, the first video isn't the best one, but you can usually get it done pretty well. And then I love using the Story app to add the text to make it look really native to the platform. What if I'm doing an image? I can totally do that as well. So here is an image also that I made inside the app. So again, it looks pretty native. It looks like a story that you would see your friends do. But sometimes, especially, if you're working for clients, you may need to wait a while for somebody to take photos and create something in the Instagram app. So there's actually a really easy way to create story ads without even engaging with your client or without filming videos for yourself. What you can do is choose an image that has another size. For example, this was one for a webinar that I did. So here it says the Ad Consultant Roadmap. It's just a regular Facebook ad image. And then I might add the text, swipe up to learn how to start a profitable Facebook ads business, even if you don't have any clients today. Something like that. So the thing about story ads is that you have significantly less room for copy. For example, I'm just going to copy paste this again. And because I'm using a not a very tall image, I do have some more space, but if I paste it again, oh, interesting. Okay, so it used to just be that your ad text would disappear. This is a totally new change, maybe even this week. But you don't want that more business. You want your copy to, end right where people can read the whole thing. Now, if I use a different size image, like I created this square one just while I was messing around. So I have even less space for my text. See that? But that's fine because it like, you know, it shows you more of me, and maybe you could actually add some text here. But yeah, depending on the image you use and the dimensions, you're going to have less text. Okay, so those are all the different things that you can do with story ads. What I've been doing with my client literally is using a great image of her and then just putting the text here, like the name of the webinar, swipe up to save your spot today. The one thing I will tell you about story ads is because you have less text, people may click but convert at a lower rate on your landing page. Just because a lot of times with longer Facebook ad copy, the copy is doing some of the work of getting the conversion. People are warming up a little bit more as they read longer copy. This is shorter copy, so your landing page needs to have a high conversion rate because you may see it drop specifically with story ads. And those are metrics that you can see inside Facebook, whether or not the conversion rate from your story ads is lower or the same. But either way, I love using story ads. They're really simple to set up, especially if you already have assets that have worked on different placements like mobile or on the regular Instagram feed, and you can just add a little bit of text. You can add emojis here, which I like to do all the time. The only thing you can't do that I have found is put an arrow to where they should. Okay, that's not filling. I've tried to put like this arrow where it's like, hey, swipe up here, and it got disapproved because Facebook doesn't like these arrows on Instagram stories for some reason. Cool. So hopefully that helps. I go through all of the setup on regular Facebook ads, targeting, how much to spend, all that jazz inside my course, Absolute FB Ads. If you are ready to get really serious about testing your ads and improving your conversions and getting a lower cost per lead, selling more with ads, I would love it if you checked that out and came and joined me. I'll put a link to that below this video. Otherwise, it's been awesome to have you. I will talk to you soon.